everybody, welcome to the Web3 and AI business show brought to you by Tokenomize. My name is Rob and I have a special guest today, Hemang. Hi Hemang, welcome.
Hello everyone and hi Rob. Thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
Yeah, and today we're going to dive into what Web3 development means for iGaming solutions, including online casinos, gambling platforms, and the like. So let's dive right into it. Hemang, what would you say is at the core of Web3 development for iGaming companies?
Yep, definitely. To just begin with what is the core of the Web3 development companies in the iGaming, I would like to give a little bit of background about what iGaming is, not diving that deep into it. So iGaming was mainly focused around the online casinos and betting games. So basically all of the gambling games. So when you are going to introduce Web3 inside it, what you're doing is that you are solving major problems which were there inside these games. Now these games were already online earlier, but there were problems like if you wanted to play in certain regions and the issue about withdrawing your money and staking inside the game and the finance issues. So all of these issues are able to be solved because of the Web3. And also, since these games involved uh, finances, so you also want these games to be more trusted around it. So when you're trying to include the technology which is built on the top of the trust itself, you're creating the game more trustable, and there is also more fairness involved because all of because whatever the things are coming, the numbers which are generated are also on chain, so you can prove the fairness of the outcomes which are out there. And so basically what Web3 is doing, that it is bringing out all the amalgamations and all of the things which are required. It is giving the transparency, as well as it is hiding the things which are meant to be hidden. It is also keeping the things which are meant to be transparent, and also it is also giving the way to become borderless, like you can participate inside the game from any region. So all of these things together make it a better experience for the user, and it's kind of create the core component of how Web3 is integrating inside the iGaming sector.
And what would you consider are basically the core components of building the architecture of a Web3 iGaming platform?
Yep, definitely. So just to begin with, and for to begin any kind of thing to integrate the core architecture is having an account and wallet integrated. So when we say account and wallet integrated, it's similar to like signing into your game, but instead of using account, you use a Web3 wallet, something similar to like as a hot wallet or a cold wallet. And once you have integrated your wallet, you need to also do your KYC and AML integration. So for this case, you don't do the traditional ways. You can go with the zero knowledge proof ways, by which you're not essentially revealing your entire identity, but you are still giving some of the entities. And then for integrating with the game, we use the game APIs, but also to give out the results, we are using the oracles like Chainlink, like random number generator, so all of these things. And in the end, we also get a real-time analytics and the regulatory dashboards. So all of these things, including creates a kind of a bit of an overview of the architecture which is required to to transform your iGaming to Web3 based iGaming.
Okay, and what about the ecosystem components?
The ecosystem components, all of these included just the same. So basically, as we speak for the infrastructure layer, we are going to include the blockchains which are inside, like Polygon, base chain, Ethereum, and all of the layer one, layer two, and also EVM based blockchains, non EVM based blockchains. We have also seen recently Solana has been a surge of these things. And then for the service layer, we include the products like wallets, and in this we use products like MetaMask and all of these things. So basically, these are on the top of the service layer via which user can log into the platform. For the application layer, we use the SDKs provided by different applications like Chainlink. For the oracles, it's a price feed oracle, and it's also using the VRF random number generator. It is also able to give a better outcome, and the outcome which is verifiable, which is true to its point, true to its code. For compliance layer, we can use zero knowledge proofs and chainlesses. So in this case, a verifier, like there are just two parties, a verifier and the user. And in this one, you don't really need to share entire entity. We are able to share just zero knowledge and prove it. And then the analytics layer, we can use the AI for this one, and TensorFlow and custom AI models. So it's all gonna come inside the analytics here. So this is the part where the AI agents can also be integrated inside the iGaming. and all of the other parts, the Web3 can be integrated there.
Okay, so here at Tokenmines, our slogan is elevating the crypto, finance, gaming, and iGaming space. So, how does that work for iGaming in this case? How does it reinvent or elevate the space?
Yep, definitely. So basically, how it's going to improve the space better is, first of all, we start by adding more trust and automation. So when you are bringing something onto the Web3, something on the smart contract, if we say a bit there, what you're doing is that you're keeping something there which is out there on chain. It is verifiable, it is trust built up, and also it is automatically be executable. So you when you are trying to build something on a smart contract, you can just create a set of protocols and it is going to be automatically executed. Then you also have a sense of ownership with the help of tokenizations and all of the different ERCs which are present out there. You can try to integrate ERC 1400, ERC 20, ERC 721A to get a right of ownership of the assets that you're going to win inside the game. So basically, you can create NFT based certificates, just and it's going to be unique to your identity. So so that's going to prove your ownership. And then there is cross platform interoperability, which is actually one of the most best advantage of the Web3, because people from different sectors, like they are not just limited to playing games in their own. If you're playing in different L2s, you can still come together to play. So basically, it's enhancing the liquidity of the game itself. It's enhancing the user growth and the user base. So these are the kind of the paths by which Web3 is enhancing the experience of the iGaming.
And of course, Tokenmines is about Web3, but also about integrating AI in Web3 and AI agents. So, Hamon, how does that implicate here for smart contracts within the iGaming systems?
Yep, definitely. So basically, when you are trying to include, like when we're trying to include the AI agents, we try to make the gameplay more personalized. So we try to analyze the patterns, we try to analyze all the movements and everything. And also, if there are challenges, if the bots are playing, if there is no real game analysis, then the bots are more challenging. Then there is also fraud detection and risk monitoring, because we know in iGaming there are lots of frauds happening, and the risk is always high because the real finance is always involved. So in this case as well, AI agents are rolled out across every nodes. It is also helping to enable better fraud detection and risk monitoring. And then there is the predictive and responsible gaming, like as compared to traditional bots in the game sectors where you are not playing with the team. When you're playing with the bots, you predict like it's hard to predict what the AI agents are going to bring out, because they are artificially intelligent as compared to the traditional bots. So in all these cases, AI agents also try to enhance the experience of the iGaming.
And of course, within iGaming, compliance is essential. So how does Web3 and AI help in this case?
So in Web3, there are lots of thankfully, the world is accepting Web3 more and more, with all the regulations which are coming and rolling out, let it be on stablecoin in the West by the Genius Act or the MiCA regulations. We see that all like the Europe and US and all of the East Asia and the Middle East, they are coming together to get and make the adoption more better. If we see more of these acts rolling out, we see that these are getting into more on the mainstream adoption. And also in this similar basis, for the KYC and the AML features, we have technology like zero knowledge proof of fully homomorphic encryption, which is enabling a better way of identifying users. We also see the rise of sovereign identity here. So all of these combined is making the compliance more better for the the iGaming part.
And of course, essential is the performance and the scaling part, especially around Web3 applications. So how do we deal with that in this scenario?
So when we say Web3, we include transactions, and transactions load and all of the speeds are getting more and more better every day by day. So we see L2s rolling out every day, and right now we have seen L2s which are performing like around 100,000 transactions per second, which is actually even better than all the traditional transactions which were happening. So the transaction speed is massive right now. Also, the predictive cloud and smart contracts help, like the smart contracts help to create better environment for rolling out the structure of the outcomes, and also we have seen decentralized cloud there like IPFS. So it's also a very good part where you can update the data and the smart contracts can directly fetch from there. So this is also one of the two parts which is happening in the Web3 and can be essential for the iGaming.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Ramon. This is all the time we have for today. And I encourage the listeners and the watchers to go to our article and read more about in-depth information on the performance metrics, comparing traditional versus Web3, monetization strategies, and more different graphs available. So please dive into it. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us and see you next time. Goodbye.
But thank you.